Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today my special guest is Mary Kilpatrick with Casa for Kids Incorporated. And thank you for being here again, Mary.
Thank you so much, Linda. We appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. I love supporting Casa for Kids. It's such a great organization. And for those that aren't familiar with it, Mary, give us some background about what Casa is.
Well, Casa stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. And we have wonderful volunteers that are trained, and they investigate the lives of children and find out what is the best need for that child. We are appointed by the court, the juvenile court, and we serve Sullivan and Hawkins counties. I usually always say we serve from Bristol to Bulls Gap, and that's a large area, and there are many children that need the service. What we do is we advocate for these children after an investigation, and we make recommendations to the court. Those recommendations don't have to be accepted, but the judge has a better idea of what's going on in that child's life. We work with community partners such as DCS, mental health facilities, different people that can help us determine what the needs of the child are.
And it's been a tough couple of years now with COVID and everything with Casa, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We've been under the same constraints that everyone else has been in trying to serve our children. However, we have been very fortunate, and even during the pandemic, we served 273 children. And we are under the auspices of National Casa, which has certain standards as to how we have to work with these children. We have to lay eyes on them, so to speak, every 30 days. So in the pandemic, we adapted different ways. Our volunteers would drive up to the house, stand out by their car, the child would stand in the front door, the yard, or whatever. We would talk to the parents like that. Anything that we needed to do to make sure that our child and children were still safe and secure.
Well, I know we had to cancel a couple of events like the Red Shoe Gala, which is a big fundraiser for you guys every year, so money is a little tighter than usual.
Absolutely, absolutely, and we appreciate so much people stepping up to give individual contributions. Some of the churches have given us contributions. Anything we can do, always rest assured that your money is well spent. We look at everything. Most of my days are spent now trying to figure out what we need to do, how we're going to do it, and we're going to try to have the Red Shoe in 2022, in February of 2022. We did have this event that we're talking about today, the Low Country Boil last year, and we're going to do, because of the times and the variant and all these things that are going on, the same thing. It is outside in a pavilion. You may wear your mask. We will have antiseptic wipes. We will have all the things you need. Or if you don't want to do that, we have takeout. We also will have curbside if you prefer to do that. Someone will bring it to your car. Just please show up, eat, have a good time. We will not be having entertainment or dancing, so to speak. We're just going to have a time of food and fellowship.
And what we're talking about is the Low Country Boil, and that is happening on the 28th, so coming up. And that's a fun event. I've gone for the last several years, and it's a lot of food. It's $50 for adults, right? $10 for kids, and you get a whole lot of food. And it's delicious. It's at, how do you say it, Amos Mill?
Amy Mill.
Amy Mill. And I know it's got an S on it, but it's pronounced Amy Mill Eatery in Rogersville. That's 127 West Bear Hollow Road in Rogersville. And that's coming up Saturday, August 28th. And we need to sell tickets to this so that we can use that money towards helping these children that need our help so much. And you can do that by calling Missy at 247-1161. Or is there a way they can go online to get tickets?
Well, you could go online, or tomorrow there will be a banner on the front page of the Times News, and we have a QR code on there, or should have.
Okay.
And or if you see a brochure out or anything like that, we've tried to have a QR code where you can go on there and get tickets like that. Also, our board members and our volunteers in Sullivan and Hawkins counties have tickets. So if you know a board member or talk to a volunteer and say, how can I get tickets, they can tell you too.
And I can tell you right now, I know a board member who has tickets. That would be me. So you just get a hold of the studio here and I will be happy to bring tickets down to you. So yeah, I have tickets. Let that be rest assured. You can go on my Facebook page or you can just call the TV station here or the radio station. So tell me, you need to sell a bunch of these tickets. What's the deadline?
Well, we would like to have a count by Monday, but if that's not possible, we need as good a count as we can have. But I had some people last year that we had to feed. They just didn't know anything about it, and they were from Hawkins County, and they happened to come to the meal to eat. So we went ahead and let them partake. Jake, who is a Louisiana native, will be cooking for us. He's cooked for us for the last 5 years.
He does a great job.
Oh, he does a great job. The only thing every now and then he wants to get heavy on the spices, and a lot of people just love it. And so I'm not a spice person, so I keep him to a minimum.
No, I gotcha. And you can always add more spices.
And you can add more spices. You can get Jake's little spice shaker and add more spices.
And we're talking about shrimp.
Shrimp, crab legs, some crawfish, potatoes, corn, whatever else that you
sausage.
throw.
Is there sausage? I can't remember.
Well, I don't know. I've had
remember.
some, and we do our family one with sausage in it, but there's lots of stuff.
It's a very true to
Yeah,
say Cajun low country
Right.
boil. They do a very good job with it.
Right.
Good old Jake, he does an awesome job, and it's fun. And the thing that's so beautiful about Amy Mill is it's outside by the river. It's a beautiful environment there, and so you can sit outside. There's picnic tables. It's really a nice event. But I'd be happy to even pick up meals and deliver them to Kingsport. So if people don't want to go all the way to Rogersville, or just take that opportunity to drive out there, it's really beautiful. Nice drive. Pick up your meal, take it home. It's a beautiful area if you haven't been out that way before, or just stay and eat right there. They've got cornhole. They've got beautiful picnic tables. It's a nice event.
It is, and we appreciate everybody that supports us. If you cannot come and you would like to do a sponsorship to support Casa for Kids, we have several levels of sponsorships, and you can also do that by calling our office at 247-1161 extension 3. And if you mess up and hit another extension, somebody else can help you.
Now tell me, do you guys have a website that people can go to?
Yes, we do, but we're in the process of restructuring our website right now. We're going to have a new website that we're very proud of. We got a grant, and we're going to have a new website soon. So I would prefer that you talk to someone with tickets or call in to make sure you get them.
Okay, well, what's the Facebook page?
Facebook page is Casa for Kids, Inc.
Okay.
You know,
and so people can get more information from
right,
that. And
from Facebook.
Flyers
follow us
are up
on
there.
Facebook.
Yes, follow on Facebook.
Right,
Very good.
right.
Okay, so again, this is Saturday, August 28th. Dinner served 5 to 7.
Right.
Takeout, curbside available. Tickets are $50, children $10, and that money goes towards helping the kids. And this is going to be at Amy Mill Eatery in Rogersville, 127 West Bear Hollow Road. And I've got tickets. You can go to the Facebook page, get tickets, or get information to get tickets. We'd love to have sponsors, and that would be awesome. That helps out a great deal. Let's go over one more time about how this works with Casa, Mary. So if there's a child in need, what's the first step they do? Do they call your office?
No, they don't call our office.
Okay.
They need to go to the court or call in a tip to the tip line and file paperwork to have a child helped.
Okay, so if somebody suspects a child is
Right.
a child of abuse, they need to call the court system.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
and then they'll take it from there
and
what
get
to do.
information on what they need to do.
Okay, so that's very good to know because people aren't sure how to go. The first steps are often the hardest and they don't know how to go about that. So just call, even if you call the police station and all that, they can probably direct you to who you need to call.
Right.
So if you suspect somebody is a victim of abuse, that's what you need to do.
And then the court, if they want, will appoint us.
Okay, do you need volunteers at this time?
We need volunteers and we need board members.
Okay.
And you can call our office and hit extension 1, and we can tell you how to be a volunteer or a board member, or we're starting our ambassador program back up for people to go out and talk about Casa.
Oh, very good. And again, that number is 247-1161, 247-1161, or you can go to the Facebook page, Casa for Kids, Inc., to get more information about that. We have the flyer on there regarding the Low Country Boil. There's all kinds of information you can get from the Facebook page. And the reason I was asking about the website, because I did try looking it up earlier and couldn't find it. So I was like, okay, there must be something going on. So I'm glad you mentioned that it's being revamped.
Right, and hopefully that will be soon where you can interact with different things on there, and it will also tell you too how to become a volunteer.
Very good. Mary Kilpatrick, Casa for Kids, Executive Director, thank you so much for being here, and we'll have you back on when we're getting ready for that Red Shoe Gala, hopefully in February. So meanwhile, we're going to sell tickets to the Low Country Bowl to help the children that are abused in our area. Thank you for joining us. This is A Closer Look.